Hello students, as we started our third lesson of ninth standard, that is exogenetic processes, part first means external movements on the surface of the earth, and we have discussed some points. This is second video of this lesson. In this video we are going to see next part. I want to share one information that Maharashtra state government has decided to reduce 25 percentage of syllabus from each subject. So in our geography, government has decided to reduce from each lesson all these smaller points. Means, do you know, can you tell, use your brain power, all these type of points uh, they want to reduce, but all these points you should have to study at home. Means it has given as a self study. All these points means, do you know, can you tell, these points students have to do at home, means as a self study. So it should be asked as a internal question, not for evaluation, not for main exam, these box type questions or these box type information. Okay, so we will see geographical explanation for completing our syllabus, and we'll ask question on that also. Okay, so we will see next part in this video. See all these pictures. Figure number 3.1d, oxidation is chemical weathering, then biological weathering, then again biological weathering 3.1f, then figure number 3.1g, chemical weathering. See properly how it should be, chemical weathering. Then 3.1h, chemical weathering, salt weathering, how salt is weathered. So see geographical explanation. Breaking or weakening of rocks is a natural phenomenon. Phenomenon means घटना, ही एक नैसर्गिक घटना है. So it is called weathering. So write down, note down this definition. Breaking or weakening of rocks is a natural phenomenon and it is called weathering. So what is called weathering? Breaking or weakening of rocks, that is called weathering. Write down in your notebook. So as we are discussing this, you should have to point out all these questions in your notebook. Okay, regarding your exercise questions and extra questions also according to your examination. Weathering can be three types. Weathering can be three types. First, mechanical weathering, that is called physical weathering, then chemical weathering, and biological weathering. These are the three types of weathering. Note down. Then in arid climates, in arid means dry climates, mechanical weathering is dominant, while in humid climates chemical weathering is more effective. Biological weathering occurs because of living organism. So note down these points. Arid climates, mechanical weathering, then humid climate, chemical weathering, and biological weathering is more effective because of living organism. Okay, so this type of activities, try this mechanical weathering. So this type of activities you can do at home. So this can be reduced. Okay, so this you can do as a self study. Okay, try this. Then again geographical explanation. You will notice that just as we can remove each and every outer layer of the onion, similarly in nature rocks undergo such a process. So as we can remove the layer of onion in the same way, In nature, rocks also undergo a same process. So the exposed part of the rock heats more, while the inner part is comparatively cooler. When sun rays are there, heat is there, temperature is more. In that condition, the exposed part of rock heats more, and the inner part is comparatively cooler of the rock. So what happens as a result? The outer layers of the rocks fall apart from the main rock. Outer layer, just we are cutting onion, outer cover we are just cut down first. So in the same way, the outer layer of the rocks fall apart from the main rocks. This is called exfoliation. This process is called exfoliation. So write down in your notebook what is called exfoliation of the rock. The outer layer of the rocks fall apart from the main rock is called exfoliation. This exfoliation example is given here. Okay, this is the exfoliation. That image you can observe. Then mechanical weathering mainly occurs because of the following reasons. If question will ask why mechanical weathering occurs, so because of all these reasons mechanical weathering occurs. Note down this question. Why mechanical weathering mainly occurs? Why occurs? Because of the following reasons: temperature, frost, crystal growth, release of pressure, and water. First is temperature. All these 5 points are there. The minerals in the rocks expand, increases because of heat, more pressure of heat, and contract when temperature decreases. Okay, so whatever minerals are there in the rocks, okay, so all these minerals are expanding. Okay, why they are expanding? Because of heat. And they are contracting also, means contract when temperature reduces or decreases. So this process is going on due to such continuous contracting and expanding, means contracting and expanding. So all this process, tension develops in the rock particles, in the layers of the rock particles. So each mineral reacts differently to the temperature. Some minerals expand more, others do not expand as much. So consequently, the tension formed in the rocks also increases and decreases. So that process of increasing and decreasing is going on. So as a result, cracks develop in the rocks because of that the tension, and cracks develop in the rocks and they break. So in areas where the diurnal range of temperature is higher, weathering of this type is common in the hot desert. So because of high temperature, so all these process of contracting and expanding uh, occurs, means when there is heat, so all these layers gets weathered. So in areas where the diurnal range of temperature is higher, weathering of this type is common in the hot desert especially. So note down this temperature. Okay. Then next part we will see in next period. So all these you can note down properly. Note down definition of exfoliation and reasons for mechanical weathering. Read it, learn it. Next part we will see next video. Thank you so much.